Okay, the water's pretty calm. We're here in Guam once again. Of course, that's where we live. We're coming out of a marina where we had success last time with Captain Ron when he said there's no drinking on the boat till we catch a fish. So we're gonna try that again today. A lot of people are catching tuna.
Yep, up north. So we just launched out of Paseo, which is the northernmost boat launch that's public access. So we've seen all these other Instagrams postings of people catching tuna up north.
So I thought that's a great idea. You know, a lot of people are tight on money, and we're gonna show you that this is the better and cheaper way to catch your own sushi and have it fresh, is to get out here and catch your own sushi. And it's by far the cheapest way to do it, and it's fresh.
I think the fresh part is right, but I don't think it's cheaper.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams.
How much is this?
It's like less than $17.
$16.99. How much is this?
That was $18.
Okay, so how far are we in the sushi fund at the moment?
I don't know, but it's like, I don't know, $30.
Okay.
$40.
Okay. How much was it to fill up the boat?
It's $5 a gallon here on Guam.
Uh-huh. And how many gallons?
I don't know, 15.
How many are we gonna burn today?
I don't know.
Trolling for 8 hours?
You know what? This is seeming less and less fun and more like we're just berating me.
You can't claim it's cheaper.
I already said I felt like I'm fat in this shirt, and now you're mocking me with our price comparison here. The whole video's ruined. You know, just like my sensei once said, we're not here to drink beer, we're here to catch fish.
Are you here to drink beer? Or are you here to catch some fish?
Captain Ron!
Sensei Ron.
Sensei Ron. So maybe, hopefully we'll catch a fish again. Everybody says always go up north, there's more fish, so
We'll see.
here we go.
So as we were leaving the marina, someone recognized us for catching a mahi, which was really cool. We asked if they had caught anything. They pulled out this huge onaga. It's like, we're not catching that today. Our goal is little... What?
Holy shit, I walked right there.
Whoa!
Holy shit. So there's a giant wahoo circling the boat. So we got our fresh bait here. We'll be trolling, and we got a big wahoo back here on the back of the boat, and he's on. Holy shit.
What in the hell?
We got a nice wahoo. Oh, and he's gonna spool us. We got a very small freshwater bait casting rod. Oh, he's gonna spool us. To give you an idea of the speed this wahoo's pulling, he just burned my thumb trying to slow him down on the
shit.
line. We're gonna try to get some line back so he can take another run like that right there. We are severely undergunned for this wahoo. We don't have a steel leader. We're using mono. We got a little ugly stick, a little freshwater reel. There's that burn on my thumb. That's definitely gonna be a blister. That's a lesson learned the hard way, of course.
Does that help a little bit?
Very worried about our small leader on this rod. A wahoo is one of the most cutting off fishes in the ocean. Their teeth work just like scissors, and they work really good at cutting line, like this really small line we have here. Where's the gap? Just in case.
Right here.
There we go.
Doesn't this extend?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Got it a little bit. She rusty. We never used it. Yes! Oh my gosh! I don't know how to gap. You just stick it?
Yep. Stick it in the flesh. Now just yank it in the boat back here by the stomach cooler. There we go. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's the biggest fish we've ever caught. Holy crap.
We didn't even troll!
That's the smallest rod, the biggest fish. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. And we gotta, there's a tradition here in Guam. Whoever your gaff person is, you gotta give him a kiss. That's true on all boats. Captain Ron taught us that.
Wait, hold on, what?
Don't worry about it. Private lesson.
How the fuck does that happen? He's just circling the boat. How did that just happen?
This is the biggest fish either of us has ever caught.
Ever. I'll get a picture too. Heavy?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's chunky monkeys.
All right, so heart rate back down. Got my Patreon supplied microphone back on. So we just want to show you this beautiful, beautiful fish and show you what we were working with here. It's a big wahoo. Don't know how much it weighs, but definitely the biggest fish I've ever caught or Elizabeth's ever caught. But I want to show you how we hooked it with this circle hook on that little frozen mackerel right in the corner of the jaw. And I was really worried that this monofilament was going to get in here in these scissor-like teeth, because if you look on this wahoo, like we were saying, the upper jaw moves. And if you see the way those teeth come together, they make like a perfect pair of scissors that will cut almost any line off if it gets in there. So really lucky on that. We were not rock bottoming today. This is fantastic. So we got some champagne problems here. Our fish doesn't fit in the cooler, which that's an awesome problem to have.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So I've never had that problem before. We really uglily got it in the cooler, but we're doing it. Put a little more saltwater brine in there, and I'm gonna get off this struggle bus and have a beer for a minute.
We just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that has donated via Patreon or PayPal. These donations have gone towards improving cameras, microphones, repairing drones, and boat gas. And we're definitely not forgetting the people that have purchased Rock Bottom or Candy Adventures merchandise. We love getting the messages and pictures of you guys wearing the stuff in your day-to-day.
All right, we've gotten our stuff wrapped up. We're getting going again. Trolling lures are all set up. Wahoo's in the cooler, somehow fit it in there. And we still have a goal for tuna. We really had our heart set on tuna today when we packed up the boat and everything. So even though we got this surprise monster wahoo, which is amazing, we still want to try to accomplish the goal of tuna. And Chris is also captaining because in the midst of sitting there for about 45 minutes, I got really seasick. He's just not as seasick. It's a bit rougher today.
So 50% of Candy Adventures crew here today has gotten seasick. So we've backed the trolling speeds down a little bit and kind of waiting for the seasickness to pass. So wish us luck on that, but still a beautiful sunny day, even though she feels like throwing up into the ocean.
Use it for chum. It would be gross, but it would work.
We will not be using human vomit for chum because that's disgusting. Hey, but good idea. It's not a good idea. All right, we're still heading north, kind of sticking to the landmass a little bit here on Guam, the cliff line, trying to stay out of the wind because we got a little boat, so we like to stay a little closer to the land. You know, little boat, little choppy, little closer to the land. That's our motto.
Why do we have a new motto for every video, Chris? Last one was like, caught not bought. Caught not bought was the motto. Now it's little boat, little choppy, little, what was the last little?
Little boat, little choppy, little closer to land is the new motto. It's because consistency is something we don't do well here at Candy Adventures, and that's why we have a new motto almost every video.
Except for the one motto that will always live on for
rock bottom.
I am.
And that has nothing to do with my Bulgarian split squats I've been doing in the gym. All right, so we're gonna have to up our ante on seasickness dispersion, or getting rid of the seasickness. So we're just gonna jump in the water for a little bit and see if that can counter the effects of her seasickness a little bit. It's an excuse for me to swim, but. So we're gonna jump in the water for a little while. If you've never been super seasick, it sucks, and about the only thing you can do is either swim in the water or get back on land, because I've had seasickness before where it just didn't go away for like 12 hours and just nothing you can do about it, and it's horrible feeling. So we're gonna see if floating around a little bit can cure some of the seasickness.
I know how to swim, I just want to lazily float.
Also, being seasick and it's being choppy, it doesn't help when you have all this fish all around the boat and this big bucket of chum up here.
You know what's kind of eerie, Chris? Is that we were sitting like this when we were rigging up to go trolling, so at any point another giant wahoo or a shark or anything could just pop up while I'm floating here. That's kind of creepy. You can't see anything. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy how the creatures of the deep can just come up out of nowhere like that. And it doesn't seem like we're that deep. If you look here,
Over 1,000 feet.
yeah, we're very close to land, but it's 1,000 feet where we're sitting right now. 1,000-foot depth is what our fish finder says. So, all right, we're gonna take a little 1,000-foot deep swim, and hopefully another big wahoo or shark doesn't come by while we're out here getting unqueasied. Yeet! Yeet! So, little tour guide moment. We're new here too, but directly behind us is Tumon Bay. That's the most touristy part of Guam. Nicest hotels, really beautiful beaches. Gun Beach, Two Lovers Point's just right there. So this is all a marine preserve. So that's kind of where we're trolling out here outside of it. You know, we don't want to be trolling inside the marine preserve. But beautiful area, definitely fun spot to come check out. As you can see here, Elizabeth never let go of the boat before we get all the hate comments about you shouldn't be jumping into the water without a life jacket while your boat drifts away from you. You know, we get a lot of those safety comments all the time, and we appreciate them, but at least one of us was always in contact with the boat at all times. So
The one that's getting ready to puke was in contact with the boat at all times. Alright, so I am no longer seasick, ready to puke my brains out, all good. And Daddy finally got his beer.
my one celebration beer that I brought along with me, just in case we caught something nice. So one little beer tastes even sweeter.
Still can't believe we caught that fish, but we're still holding out for something like tuna.
Still looking out for tuna, especially yellowfin. Caught the bonitas before, or skipjack tuna, whatever you want to call them. Never caught a yellowfin, so there's still the sun's still got that much above the horizon. All right, so we've been trolling, the sun's going down. We hooked that awesome fish within a minute of leaving the harbor. Never saw another fish. Amazing.
That was it.
Got seasick. Everything went downhill pretty much after that. We got this amazing rainbow, which you can't see, but there's a rainbow shooting at the moon, which maybe we'll insert a picture of here.
It looks pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. But we're gonna go ahead and we still got this sushi coming, so we're gonna go back and take this wahoo and turn it into at least a little bit of sushi to kind of reward ourselves for this this day.
It wasn't tuna, but wahoo sushi will do.
Yeah, even better for
Yeah.
me. So,
Yeah, that's true.
all right, let's get this boat back before that little sun over there gets underneath that horizon and everything gets a lot worse when you got to go back and clean everything in the dark and
Gross.
annoy the neighbors while you idle the salt water out of your motor on the hose and stuff. So, all right, let's get back to the house. Oh, hi campers. Welcome back. And we're gonna go ahead and make a little mixed drink real quick. This is a little specialty here where I like to call you mix two things that you have laying around. And so for us, that two things is some Malibu and some sugar-free sparkling ice black cherry. So
Surprisingly, a really good combination.
so we got our wahoo here, a little section of this wahoo filleted out, and we're gonna go ahead and have some sushi because it's so much cheaper this way than you know, just buying sushi, is to go out on a boat and spend all day driving around and make your sushi that way because it's way cheaper.
That's what you're gonna hold to?
I got nothing to hold on to at this point anyway, so why not? So Elizabeth's gonna go ahead and cut a piece of this fish. I think we're gonna do it two ways. We're gonna sear some, and then we're just gonna have some just raw, just regular sushi on a little bit of rice with some wasabi, and try it and see which way we like best.
Yeah. So we just have the cross section, and we're just gonna go ahead and fillet like 2 little loins out of it. Wow, so fast.
See how easy that was? And she did it all by herself. All right, so for the first way, we're gonna sear this, and on the outside, and because I'm super lazy and this seems way more fun like we're camping, is I'm gonna use this bamboo skewer here as kind of a little mini spit roast over this, this propane torch.
Like roasting a marshmallow?
Like roasting a marshmallow. And go ahead and light up our little propane torch. If you're wondering why I'm being awkward and clumsy, it's because of the, I don't like to talk about it. I really don't like to talk about this. But the injury that I sustained today while we were catching this fish, and I really hurt my thumb. It's a very serious boo-boo, but it does make it really...
how do you light a lighter?
Yes, it does actually make these things really awkward today. So the wahoo is really getting the last laugh here. All right, so let's go ahead and sear this up.
Do you like how he said I was gonna do it, and then he just did it?
It's just faster. Just physics, it's just facts. All right, so we got our fish sickle here. We're gonna go ahead and remove our bamboo skewer. All right, and then our cheater rice here, which is...
No, I cooked this and then molded it. What are you talking about?
It's obviously not true.
Is it because it's not burned or raw?
It's true. All right, so I'm gonna try a piece of the raw first and see how that goes in before, because I already really like the
seared stuff. That's
seared
what we've
stuff.
tried before.
I think I'll like the seared better just because I like that burnt flavor just a little bit. But wahoo's such a good fish that I don't know what you could do to it to make it not good. Super good. I'm gonna skip the rice on the seared one.
Yeah.
They're both so good, but I think, personally, I think the seared wahoo is my favorite. That might be my favorite fish in the world at this point, since
really
we've been
good.
here, is seared wahoo. So thanks for sticking around. Nothing really bad happened, didn't crash any drones, we didn't lose any expensive equipment like we've done a lot in the past.
Says the person who didn't get seasick.
Oh, she got a little seasick, no big deal. And we'd have this one disgusting little thumb injury from, you know, trying to stop a screaming reel on a fish, just being inexperienced. But that's how we learn things here, is we learn
hard way.
The hard way, yeah. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you guys very soon.